Hi everyone, welcome to Diva India Tech. Today we are going to cover basic Linux user management. So let me start. Linux is a very secure platform that allows multiple user access options. Users can access the same Linux servers with the multiple users. There are three types of users account: system accounts, root accounts, user account. System account. This account is used for operating specific programs such as daemon, MySQL, mail, postfix, etc. Sendmail. Whatever is like system related user, it belongs to system accounts. Another is the root accounts. This account is for administration. It has unlimited access to change the system. So root account, also called as a super account or is a super user. Next type is user account. This account is for general use with limited permission, which is like by default we are creating a user, it will belongs to user account. Let me move to the few configuration which is very important. So in user management, whenever we try to add a user, it will use multiple files to update the user details. So these are few main files. Whenever we add a users in Linux, it will update that files. So first file, etc password. The password file have contain a list of user account and the related informations like user ID, group ID, home directory and default cells. Another file is group file, etc group. These group files have contain a list of user group. Each line in the file represent a group and displays the group name, GID and UID members. Next file is sudos. Use this file to configure permissions for users and group to use the sudo command. So basically we use like sudo's files to provide normal user for additional permissions. Moving to next, like etc shadow. This is very confidential files which is store your password, the user password. The shadow file stores encrypted user password information and other password related data such as the password, expiration date, last change date and account expiration date. Next is file is called gshadow. Again, this is also very important files. gshadow file is store encrypted user group password information of other password related data. Next file is login def. The login def file have a contain system wide user account policy setting like the password policy. So let's move in list of the points in practicals. So let me log in my system. Time. Let me try again. IP get changed because it is like VMware. So it has fine like DHCP IP. Let me change the font size. Now I've logged in the servers. The IP is 192.168.36.32. So let me proceed with the details. So first of all, we need to add one user. So let me add user. User add test. So now the user add and then username. Once you enter, the user will be created. Okay. For ID and then username, you can see the details. Now we have to set a password. For to set a password to user, command is pass wd and then username. So now I'm entering a password. Now password is successfully set. So let me set the password. Want to add a user. Add user. Test. ID test. Now user is created. Let me take a duplicate sessions. Test and password. Now the test user is login. Another console. Okay. So let's see. Next command is like if you want to add new group. So command is add group -g. Add group add -g and then test add. Okay, the normal command is group add, like group add command and then group name. Now see, like the user is created and then secondary group is also created. You want to set like user home directory, so you can set using like -d options to home directory of the users. If you want to set particular cell for the users, so you can use -s. So let me see the password file. So see, here we have added test and then password, UID, GID, and then home directory and cell. The home directory. So now user home directory already created. Let me add that user. More -g test group and test. We have already created test users. Now we have modified that test users. Like test user, we have to add in secondary group, test group. So let's see. /etc group. Grep test group. So see, in the test group, we have added test user. So we see /etc password file, which is stored like user information and cell and home directory UID GID. Another file is login.dev. So is login.dev. Let me show you. Let me open this. So login.dev, everything is covered here for user. By default, when we add users where full mail, the user mail directory will be created. Here a password policy, max number of days 42, minimum days 1, mean length 8 and warning is 7. Now here we can also change like UID 30 for 1000 by default. we want to start 2000, so here simply we have to add a 2000s. Again, the group ID also is there. You can change. If you want to change, you can change. There is one option, like if you don't want to create a home directory by default, you have to put here no when the user is added without home directory. When the user is created, the umux will be set 700. The permission would be 700 because umux is set 077. The information is there. Going to next, let me check the user password and user password like user account details. So here we can see the last password change 16 December, password expiry on 27 2025, inactive neighbor, minimum number of days between password change 1, maximum number of days between password change 42, number of days of warning before the password expire. So when the password is expire next 7 days, then the warning will become when you log in the user. So this is the command. You can check this when the user last password is changed, when user password is expired, whether this user have a password policy applied or not. Let me check root. Here is a root warning, and the last password is changed is 14 December. So another command is root -e -1 then username. So this is like if you want to set like user never expire password. So let me check here, user already there, user mode -e -1 and then test. So let's see, no change. So now the password, the account will be expiring December 16 because I put -1. Let's check. Now simply if you want to delete a user, you can use user del and username. So it's showing user test is currently used by process. Okay, so actually I log in this user, so need to be log out, and now his user is log out. Log out and delete. Test. No user left. Another command, if you want to see list of users, So and see the list of user is available in my system. Root bean, daemon is called a system. Sync also system, mail, games, FTP, nobody. Is all system users. Here is a normal users, select, and a super user. Here is a command add and remove a user from group. So earlier we have added the users, same user add devops and then test. So let me try. User add devops. Now edit. User we have to add a group add and add user test. This already on directory is there because we have created earlier. Now user is created. So let me grep. Let me cut /etc group by grep devops. So currently no user added. So mode -g devops and then test. Let's see. Now test user is added in devops group. So now we have covered like basic things of user add. This like few user related information. If you want to check, then use this command and all. Thank you for watching DY India Tech. We will meet in next video.